Namaskar, I am Suruchi Das and you are watching Ritam News. The National Commission for Protection of Child Rights has recommended that state funding for madarsas be halted due to the concerns that these religious institutions do not comply with the Right to Education Act, which guarantees free and compulsory education for children aged 6 to 14. In its recent report titled Guardians of Faith or Oppressors of Rights, Constitutional Rights of Children versus Madarsas, the NCPCR claims that madarsas primarily focus on religious education, leaving children without access to basic formal education and depriving them of their rights. NCPCR urged states to stop funding madarsas and madarsa boards, arguing that their curriculum does not align with the RTE Act and basic entitlements such as midday meals, uniforms, and books are not provided. An Amendment Act inserted subsection 5 in section 1 of the Act had stated that nothing contained in this Act shall apply to madarsas, Vedic pathshalas, and educational institutions primarily imparting religious instruction. The Commission suggests that non-Muslim children be removed from madarsas as Article 28 of the Constitution forbids religious education without parental consent. NCPCR emphasized that religious education and formal education should not be provided together in the same institution. In a news report highlighting this concern of the RTE Act, the NCPCR highlighted that madarsas are operating contrary to the very intent of the Act. The RTE Act, originally designed to ensure all children access to free and compulsory education, was meant to include institutions like madarsas. However, instead of fulfilling this vision, many madarsas have failed to provide students with formal education, leaving them unprepared for future opportunities. The Act has often been misinterpreted, allowing madarsas to claim exemptions under Article 29 and 30, which protect minority rights. This misapplication has led to the exclusion of children from the formal education system, creating new layers of deprivation and discrimination rather than empowerment, as demonstrated in the NCPCR's findings. Many madarsas are accused of fostering radical ideologies and failing to provide quality education, raising serious concerns about whether they are truly benefiting students or holding them back from progress. In February, a fatwa was issued discussing the concept of Ghazwa-e-Hind and also preaching the concept of martyrdom in the context of India's invasion. The fatwa exposed and provoked children to hate one's own country. The issue of madarsa education has also been embroiled in legal battles. The Allahabad High Court had declared the UP Madarsa Education Act 2004 as unconstitutional, claiming it violated the principle of secularism. However, the Supreme Court stayed this ruling, citing the impact it would have on over 1.7 million students. The court also sought responses from central and UP governments on the matter. The NCPCR's report highlights several concerns, including the lack of qualified teachers and accountability in madarsas. It also points out objectionable content in religious texts being taught and raised concerns about the influence of foreign funding, particularly from Pakistan. The Commission called for a detailed inspection of madarsas to ensure compliance with the RTE Act. The NCPCR's recommendation and the surrounding controversy underscores the ongoing debate over the role of religious institutions in providing formal education. While some schools of thought feel that such moves would harm religious minorities and undermine the education system for economically disadvantaged communities, the reality is that NCPCR's stance is grounded in ensuring that all children, regardless of their background, have access to quality formal education as guaranteed by the Constitution. The serious concerns raised about the curriculum, lack of basic educational resources, and foreign influence in madarsas cannot be ignored. Are madarsas truly fulfilling their role in uplifting students? Or are they in fact hindering their right to be comprehensive, secular education that would enable them to compete in today's world?